Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Kentucky doctor weighs in on the debate over legalizing medical marijuana here in the Commonwealth. And fire leaders in one eastern Kentucky county break ground on a brand new facility to help them cover some major ground.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
It's 6 o'clock on this Monday 2.0. It's Tuesday. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Well, if you haven't looked outside or haven't heard, it's raining. Let's take it over to Cameron for a look at our forecast. Cameron, I hope our viewers are more prepared than I am because it was raining this morning. I just walked out the door, I didn't care. I just had to get to work. So I have nothing to protect me from the rain today.
No, well, you know, like the best thing to do while it's raining is just like lay in the bed, you know, put on some Netflix or something. But here we are, you know, enjoying this Monday 2.0 as you call it. But yeah, this morning showers continue across the area. But the good news is if you're not the rain lover, then we are going to dry out later on today. Over at UVA-wise, visibility not the best this morning as showers continue to fall. Current temperature sitting at 57 degrees. And here is a look at the radar this morning and just some good old-fashioned rain across the area. But as I put this in motion, you see that the back edge of the rain is approaching I-75. Monticello, you are done with the rain. Also over in Somerset, we are done with the rain as well. If you want to head out to the patio today, probably not the best morning to do so as it is pretty soggy, but like this shows, we are going to dry out as we get towards the afternoon and sunshine returns later on today as well. But that does not mean it warms up. We actually cool down quickly later on tonight. I have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. We're learning more about the arrest of a former Lee County teacher accused of inappropriate physical contact with a student. 32-year-old Courtney Horn was a PE teacher at Lee County Middle and High School. She's since been fired. Court documents report that Horn admitted to having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student. Detectives say the 16-year-old said she and Horn had an ongoing relationship. Horn is charged with sodomy, third-degree rape, and first-degree sexual abuse. She is due in court today. It is a video that has been viewed more than 1 million times as a police chase a pickup truck down the Mountain Parkway Sunday. Aaron Elliott, the Mount Sterling man police say was behind the wheel of the red pickup truck, now faces a list of charges, including assault on a police officer. As Chad Hedrick explains, officers say Elliott's actions put multiple lives at risk.
No, get over.
It looks more like a Hollywood stunt instead of something you would see on an eastern Kentucky highway.
You know, we were just getting in the car to go watch my little brother play baseball. That's the last thing we were expecting to see was a big police chase like that.
Isaiah Stupert's girlfriend shot the jaw-dropping video that shows the chase with Aaron Elliott come to a crashing end as Stanton police were able to pin his pickup into a ditch.
He's running. Get him.
I mean, neither one of us had ever seen anything like that before, so I mean, the reactions you heard from both of us at the time, they were just our raw, natural reactions to the situation.
Stanton police say Elliott had, quote, total disregard and extreme indifference to human life during that chase, which is why it was important for them to stop him as soon as they could. An arrest citation says Elliott was driving recklessly, at one point crossing into the median of the Mountain Parkway, headed towards busy traffic in the other lanes, including where Isaiah and his girlfriend were.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
It was a pretty intense, you know, it was a pretty intense chase where someone could have easily been hurt. I mean, anytime that you got to, you know, anytime you have two cars going at a high speed colliding with each other, I mean, the risk of injury is high there. One
Stanton officer was taken to the hospital after the crash, but he is doing fine.
Because those cops, they went out there and they did some pretty risky stuff to get that man stopped. So, I mean, we're glad to see that everything's okay there.
No, what's that? Watch out.
In Powell County, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
No.
Well, Elliott is in the Powell County Detention Center. He is charged with reckless driving, driving under the influence, and driving on a suspended license. It's not clear why police first tried to stop Elliott. Deputies in southern Kentucky are looking for a man wanting a connection to a robbery. This is who deputies are trying to find, Bobby Canada. They want to question him after an armed robbery at the Canada Town Market in Williamsburg. Deputies say he ran from the store. If you see Canada or know where he could be, you're asked to call Whitley County Dispatch. With flea and tick season here, it's important to know how easy it is for these parasites to turn to you or your pets into their next host. Our Alyssa Williams talked to doctors and veterinarians about how you can keep you and your pets safe.
Even the tiniest of creatures can wreak havoc on you or your pets.
Ticks and tick-borne illnesses are the real deal in spring and summer.
When it comes to your pets, fleas and ticks can be uncomfortable and dangerous to have on their body for long periods of time.
Things that we worry about from heavy parasitism, especially the bloodsucker family, is severe anemia.
Dr. William Hagens at Town & Country Animal Clinic adds that you can tell if your pet has fleas or ticks by noticing any red or raised areas on their body or hair loss around their tail.
If they're on monthly preventatives, as they all should be, then they will die anyway. But the longer that those parasites stay on the pet, the increased chances are that they will actually spread diseases.
Infectious disease specialist Dr. Ferris Cotter says whether ticks are spread from your pets or caught while outdoors, it is important to ensure they don't stay on your body for too long.
If the tick stays on the body for a while, there are a couple of illnesses that can happen. The most common one in the south where we live right now is Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
Dr. Cotter says if you find a tick on your body and have experienced a fever, rash, nausea, or vomiting, you should secure the tick in a plastic baggie and call your doctor.
So it's very important to be aware when you're in the sun or even outside hiking, working, walking, to be aware of any ticks on your body, and also to be aware that it's good to be wearing a protective screen for the ticks.
Helping to keep you and your pets safe from even the tiniest of threats. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT, Mountain News.
Well, before you get rid of any ticks you find on you or your pets, the University of Kentucky Entomology Department wants you to mail them to its office to see if they carry diseases or not. You can call your local UK Extension office to learn more about how you need to mail them and where to send them to. One Kentucky doctor is weighing in on the medical marijuana debate. State leaders have been discussing the topic for a few weeks now. Last week, Governor Andy Beshear unveiled a plan to push Kentucky closer to legalization, citing the potential benefits in treating certain diseases like glaucoma, anxiety, and multiple sclerosis. While acknowledging these benefits, Lexington Dr. Jeff Fox says due to the unknown elements surrounding the idea, he personally may not feel comfortable prescribing it until it has full FDA approval.
I would have to sit down and talk with the patient saying, this is what we know, this is what we don't know, this is the potential benefit. Are there no other treatment alternatives? Have you tried, the medicines that we recommend, and have a frank conversation.
Well, Dr. Fox adds he believes tough restrictions make studying the drug, therefore knowing more about potential harms and benefits, difficult. In Frankfort, Senate President Robert Stivers has highlighted the General Assembly's efforts to establish research on medical cannabis. A new fire station in Harlan will cover the largest area of any in the county. Members with the Sunshine Fire Department broke ground on their new 6,500 square foot fire station on Monday. The new facility will have room to house the station's 8 emergency vehicles. The station was 80% funded through a $750,000 grant from state and federal funds. Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley knows how much of an improvement this new station will be.
Fire service, there's a lot of training that goes into that. They have no space to do training right now in their current place, they never have. But yet they've still maintained one of the highest participation rates of any fire department in the county. And that's amazing given what they've done.
Mosley says he hopes the new station will not be only to train Sunshine firefighters, but firefighters from other stations across the area. 41 parks across the state are set to receive $4.2 million to make upgrades to improve accessibility. Well, that money comes from the Federal Land and Water Conservation Fund. It will go toward things like new playground equipment, walking and biking paths, and upgrades to parks compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Governor Andy Beshear says providing safe spaces to exercise and gather is a critical part of building a better Kentucky.
Well, the I-75 camera in Mount Vernon perfectly describes the weather that we are looking at this morning. Raindrops on the camera lens. The road is wet as showers continue to fall across the mountains. Here is a look at Pinpoint Doppler. And like I said, just good old-fashioned rain across the mountains this morning. Heavier showers near Jenkins and Dorton over portions of southern Pike County. Also looking at some showers now from Manchester over towards Barberville, along I-75 from London down towards Williamsburg, also getting in on some of those heavier pockets of rain this morning. Up on the temperature map, we are in the 50s for now, but check out St. Louis and Indianapolis, already in the upper 30s, and a frost advisory in effect for most of us tonight. I have the full details and plus show you how cool it is going to be tonight coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you so much. It is 6:10 when we come back here on Mountain News this morning. The head of the UN heads to Moscow in hopes of securing a ceasefire in Ukraine. Stay with us.